guys, we have made it to Bali. Let me give you a little show around. What did Daddy do? What did Daddy do? The kids are desperate to get in.
We're just beautiful creatures, singing loudly on the floor. We could dance forever until they kick us out the door.
How cool this room is. And look at the view. Yes. But it feels a bit unreal, literally like in the jungle.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me.
Good morning guys, we have made it to Bali after a very long journey. We worked out that from leaving our home, like walking out the door, to arriving here at our villa in Bali, it took 25 hours. So you know, it was a long way to get here. We took 2 flights. We went from London to Dubai and then from Dubai to Bali. But the kids were superstars. They traveled so well. They watched films, they had a sleep, there was loads to do. So it was actually really, really successful. And it was worth it because we arrived at our villa, and I've got to show you, we've got like a 3-bedroom villa. We're actually staying where we stayed for our honeymoon, so it's super special. But obviously when we came as a couple, kids are in the pool, we had a 1-bedroom villa, whereas this is a 3-bedroom villa. I'll give you a full tour at some stage, but just quickly, let me give you a little show around. That's the kids in the pool. We've got a dining area over there. We've got a couch area. We've got a kitchen and everything. And yeah, it's just really, really beautiful. So yeah, they're in the pool. This is our first morning here. I thought I would just do a little intro at the beginning of the vlog just to say a little bit about where we're staying. But on this trip, we're actually going to be going to 4 different places. We're here for 2 weeks and we are so excited. I think it's the most we've ever like planned out a holiday. But first, we're staying in Kuta, and as I said, this is where we went for our honeymoon 15 years ago this month, which is crazy. So it was really special when we arrived last night. The receptionist has worked here for 20 years and she remembered me. Well, she said she did.
You remember me?
She was like, I remember.
Oh, what happened to your husband?
Matt's
the guy with brown hair.
Matt's being a human tripod right now, just so you wonder.
Well,
didn't bring a tripod. I was like, can you
tripod.
hold this, please? Oh my God. I don't know if they can hear you because the microphone's facing this way. Anyway, she was like, I remember you, but I don't remember you. Poor Matt. But yeah, so that was really cool, and it hasn't really changed that much, so it was really special. I actually felt a bit emotional because when we were on honeymoon, we used to say, oh, maybe we'll come back here one day with the kids, and now we're here with the kids and they're so big, like, you know, they're like young men. Fraser's gonna be 14 this year. It's just crazy. It's really special to bring the kids back somewhere that we love. But also, when we were researching summer holidays to do with the kids this year, we looked at all different types of holidays. We actually priced up ones we've been on before, like last year we went to Mallorca, we priced that up again, and holidays are just super expensive at the moment. And the boys did so well with our connecting flights when we went to Mexico, because we had to get a connecting flight, that we thought, we actually think they're old enough to come this far. And the thing about Bali is it's expensive to get here. It's a really long flight, but then once you're here, it is so reasonable, and like we've booked some Airbnbs which are so cheap for what you get. So like here This place is actually called Alea de Down. Is that right? Alea de Down Villas. So it's right in the heart of Kuta. We're here for 4 nights. But here, like, we've got this huge villa. You get breakfast included, afternoon tea, massage every day, foot massage, there's a spa. Like, it is just such luxury, and it's so reasonable for that. So we're excited, and we're excited for the kids to see something completely different. Like, there's so much culture here. We're going to Ubud after this, and then we're going to a giraffe lodge, and then we're going to Nusa Dua, which is like a beach for the end part. So I'm super excited to share it all with you guys and show you guys a bit more of Bali. The Bali people are so lovely and just amazing, and it's just so nice. Like, if you were here right now, you'd feel how humid it is. It's only 29 degrees, but because of the humidity, it feels super, super hot. And everything smells so good. It's like jasmine and incense. And say a little intro, we made it here. We're gonna just hang out in the villa for a bit now. When we arrived yesterday, the kids didn't sleep much on the flight, probably 4 or 5 hours. But when we arrived here, they were like super excited, so that kept them going for a bit. And then we went to bed at 10 p.m. and woke up at 8:30 this morning. So I think in terms of jet lag, that should really help. But today we've had a really chilled day. It's already 4 p.m, but because of jet lag, we've just been hanging out. The boys have been swimming. Jackson is still in the pool just there, and we ordered some lunch to our room, which we just had. But now we might actually venture out. Apparently there is a frozen yogurt place like just a few minutes down the road, and it looks really nice. So we think we're gonna maybe go and get that and then come back, and then we might go out this evening as well. But we did say, because it's the first day, we would just have a really chilled one and stay in the villa, and the kids took that very literally, because when we talked about popping out, they were like, you said we're gonna stay in the villa all day. But also, there is a cat that came with our villa, isn't there? Yeah. He keeps like coming.
His name is Cookie.
Oh, they've named him Cookie. And when we woke up this morning, he was just sat like on the floor, just chilling out. And we fed him some bacon from breakfast, which I don't know if it's a he or she, I'm not sure, but seemed to like that. And we haven't touched it or sort of gone up to it. It's a bit like frightful of us, but I think it probably likes hanging out here because this villa is literally right in the middle of the busy city. So it's like a chill, calm place where it can probably come and have a snooze. So yeah, hopefully we'll see it again.
Mama,
Yeah?
can you come in?
Oh, should we go for frozen yogurt?
No.
Come on, we'll be quick. Then we can swim again. AJ, don't want to get out.
No.
Cheese puffs, no. Chicky puffs. Cheese balls, no. Chicky balls.
Chicky balls. Love chicky balls. Jay, you'd like them. So it's a bit later on now. We've basically been swimming in the pool, and then we quickly got ready for dinner. So we're off out now. My hair is actually still wet because I thought there's no point in doing it. My hair's been crazy because of the humidity. It makes me think of, you know, that scene from Friends when Courtney Cox's hair is like huge. Mine has been like that today. So I've just left it a bit wet. I'm gonna let it dry like that. I'll show you what I'm wearing. I just need my human tripod. Here you go. Here you go, Matt. Oh God. So I'm just, Matt said, oh, whoops, oh, he's not a good tripod.
No, you can screw it on. Okay, go on.
Okay, so Matt said it's not like a dressy evening. We're going, where are we going?
Yeah, just for dinner.
Yeah, so I'm just wearing this little play suit, which is from Zara, and I've got my big wedges on that make me as tall as Matt. And then I got some jewelry in the airport, just this little one from Accessorize. And this I bought on Etsy as well. Basically, for this holiday, I've packed outfits that I'm gonna wear in the evening, and then I can wear this tomorrow daytime. So I tried to pack a bit lighter than I normally do. But yeah, that's it. And we're off to dinner. We've got Uno to come as well with us. So we're gonna play that and just hang out. And is it like an Asian fusion restaurant?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I'll show you. Tournament time, baby. What juice is it? What's in it?
Mango, papaya, and
Orange?
yeah, orange.
Oh my gosh, look at our dinner. We went for, what was it called? Skewer? Taster. Little ice cream, alright.
Mama.
We are back from dinner and it was really, really nice. We went to a place called Chandy in Seminyak, which was delicious. We had different types of skewers, you probably saw, and the kids loved the butterfish. It's all very delicious, and then we got a taxi home, which was a little bit special, wasn't it? If he was on Uber, I would give him a 1-star rating because his music was blasting really, really loud. He was on his phone the whole time. He was driving like a lunatic, which if you've ever been to Bali, you'll know the roads are like scary as it is. So
there's no road rage. They'd all be
yeah, there's no road rage. Yeah, that's true. There's just mopeds everywhere. So it's a bit crazy coming home. But anyway, we're home now. And the kids really wanted to go night swimming. Because we've got our own villa, obviously they can do that. Whereas sometimes if we stay in a hotel, the pool will close at a certain time. Or we tell them it's closed. But here, so I've got itchy nose. But here, obviously we can swim whenever. But anyway, I think I will say good night and we will see you tomorrow. Good morning guys, it is day 2 in Bali. We have woken up, well I woke up actually 2 hours ago because there was a cat meowing outside my door.
As you said earlier,
I said there was a cat mewing outside my door and woke me up, but pretty much most people slept till like 9 I think, or 8:30. Anyway, breakfast has just come. I've got a breakfast burrito, look at this. And then the kids have got pancakes, bacon, maple syrup, so much fruit juices, coffees, like feel like a queen. I wish we could have this every day at home.
Can we keep it?
Yeah, go on then.
Go on.
Put it a bit close, I think he's a bit scared. Off he goes to get some laundry done.
Now we're talking.
The laundry fairy strikes again.
I don't identify it as a laundry fairy.
Everybody has their job, 9 to 5, and getting drained. They settle for second best, scared to risk what the future might bring. What the future might bring. I hold my breath, waiting for someone to knock at my door, telling me there is more waiting for me. Whoa.
Hi guys, so I've been a bit useless at vlogging yesterday and today, but that's a sign of a good holiday. We've just been hanging out. Last night we actually went to a place called Kuta, which is like a beach club. I would actually really recommend it if you ever came to Bali and to Kuta. It's amazing. We went there when we went on honeymoon and it was really, really good. So we took the boys back last night. There were fireworks, the food was delicious. The idea was to watch the sunset, but it was really cloudy, which is just typical. But we're off out again tonight, aren't we, Jax? And we're going to Jimbaran Bay. We're going to the Four Seasons for dinner. We booked this before we came. Matt looked it up and he thought it would be a perfect spot to watch the sunset. So hopefully we'll see one tonight and and the staff here also recommended 2 other places. One was called Potato Head and another one was called Finn's Beach Club. So maybe we'll try those while we're here as well, but she was like, they're really, really good. But yeah, so we're off out tonight to Jimbaran Bay. This morning we've pretty much been hanging out in the villa. I went for a foot massage and then Matt did as well. The spa here is really, really nice. It's actually just over here, just in there, and it's actually just in such a chilled few days. And I will also give you a little tour of our villa now, so I'll click to that. This is our villa. When we came here on holiday, we actually stayed in one literally just down there, but that was a 1-bedroom villa. Obviously now with 3 kids, we needed a 3-bedroom villa, even though we're using 2 of the bedrooms. But come in, it's this one, I don't know. But as you walk in, it's very mature. Obviously we were here like 15 years ago, but it's been here for, did she say 20 years? So cute. Our pool, which has been so nice. The kids have been in it non-stop. There's 2 sun loungers here. Sorry, we've done quite a good job of like trashing the place already. There's a day bed as well. They put fresh towels on there. And then there's a whole living area outside. There's like our dining table. There's a little kitchen with fridge, coffee maker, like everything that you'd need. You can actually get in-room dining, I think. We did that on our honeymoon. We had like a chef and stuff. There's a living area and then there's the 3 bedrooms. So if I take you in here, it's a nice room and the kids love, these are actually like mosquito nets, but they get so excited when we pull them at night. It's like this. It's super cute in there. There's aircon as well, which is so needed. It is so humid here. But yeah, this is our bedroom. Got the boys all disposable cameras for this trip as well, and they've been taking photos. So that should be super cute. And then there's a bathroom, like ensuite on every room, and they are huge. This is like a giant bath. There's wardrobes, and it's really light in here as well. There's doors, like the boys have walked around there. There's like gardens and everything. Oh yeah, we're not sleeping in the same room because we're scared to leave the kids on their own. This is the next bedroom. This one has 2 single beds in it, so would be perfect for the kids. They're a really good size as well. Living area. And then this is the other bedroom, which is a really good size. Ah, Yoda's on the bed. Yoda, you on the bed? There we go. So yeah, so similar bed to the other room with the mosquito nets and stuff. And then this is just like a couch, but we've turned it into a bed, and Matt slept in this last night. You didn't have a good sleep, did you? So we might have to change that tonight. Obviously, this place is special for us because we stayed here for our honeymoon, so we wanted to come back anyway. But it is a real, like, quiet, calm haven in the middle of Kuta. Kuta itself is like crazy. You've probably seen from some of the footage that I got when we popped out and stuff. It's like a really busy city. So yeah, when you walk into here, it's like, oh. Here he is.
Hello.
Shall we? He's
Yes,
here.
let's.
Okay, let's go.
Making you late.
Where are we going tonight?
McDonald's. Bali. KFC, sorry. FKC.
Done before, oh, maybe I belong somewhere above the water. My lungs are tired from running for a long time. My feet got blisters, but maybe I belong if I love a little harder. If I love all the ways the world puts me to the test, if I embrace every fall, learn to grow and keep myself tall, would it hurt at all? I hope.
We have had the nicest evening, haven't we, Jax? In the perfect setting. It was so romantic with these guys. And now we're going back. We're just waiting for our taxi driver because we took his number, didn't we? Okay, so we've just got back from dinner. What happened? What did Daddy do? What did Daddy do? So when we came here 15 years ago on our honeymoon, we did this like romantic night where you have dinner and they fill the pool with rose petals, and we've just got back from dinner and look. The kids are desperate to get in. Is it nice? Is it cool? How many flowers do you think this is?
I'd say about 3,000 flowers.
Yeah.
Jackson,
look.
all going slowly.
Oh, the holes close up though quite quickly, don't they? It's got it on its head.
Right.
Okay, so Matt has done very well with this. I had no idea, and now the boys are all in, so I'm going to join them as well. I've got my swimsuit on. I'm not skinny dipping tonight. Yes, we're going to go in. But yeah, what a blast from the past, because we did exactly this. Oh, Jax, this is fun. Isn't that romantic of Daddy?
Rosemantic.
It's rosemantic, that's right.
Roses.
Good morning, guys. So it is our final morning in Kuta, in this villa where we've been staying. We're moving on to Ubud today. The roses are still in the pool. The boys are swimming with them right now. But I actually wanted to show you something that I find so funny. So they've got a laundry service here at this hotel, and everything is so reasonable. Like, we keep calculating how much taxis cost, how much dinners cost, and we're like, oh, it's only £5, it's only £10, it's only... So anyway, laundry was really reasonable as well. So we sent off like a bag of laundry to be done, and let me show you how it's come back this morning. So it's come back today like this, in little plastic cases. Like, it's literally brand new clothing. If I had known they were going to put it in plastic, I would have said, don't worry, like, it feels like such a waste, so maybe I'll give these back to them. But look, that is my little vest. These are Jackson's pajamas. Really, we wanted to wash our travel outfits where we wore them on the plane for like 24 hours. They were just really, really dirty. So we wanted to wash all of those. But yeah, this is our laundry. This is how it's returned. It's literally perfectly ironed, pressed, put into packets. So yeah, just thought that was funny. Jackson's trying to clear up the flowers. So we've had breakfast in our room. I'm really going to miss that because the breakfast is so nice here. But now we're going to just hang out in the pool, get some sun, and just chill. And then at about midday, we are going to pack up, and then we're going to go to the next place, which is only an hour and a bit away. We're going to Ubud to stay in an Airbnb, which looks amazing. So I can't wait to see that. And we're actually today going to go to the Bali swing as well, which looks really cool. I've watched some videos about it on YouTube. It's like this huge swing, so I'll try and film that. And then tonight I think we're going to watch some traditional like Balinese dancing as well, so it should be a really fun day. Super excited. But yeah, we're trying to get some sun now and then pack everything up. Oh, and I also want to try and recreate a few photos while we're here. Obviously, we stayed here 15 years ago for our honeymoon, so I found a few photos from our honeymoon, and I thought it would be fun to recreate them now with the kids. So hopefully we'll have some time to do that as well, and I might make like a little reel out of it if they're any good.
This is your village, yeah?
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, feel it coming in. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things.
Okay, so we Kuta and then we drove to Ubud, and we literally dropped our bags at the place that we're staying. But it looks amazing, so I will give you a full tour once we get back. But basically Matt found it on either booking.com or Instagram, but it's like a 2-bedroom house with a swimming pool. It's beautiful, like there's so many interior shots. I just want to take so many photos of it. But we've dropped our bags and now we're off out to a Bali swing. There's a few different ones, so we don't know what it's going to be like, but hopefully it'll be really cool. We've seen some online. It's basically just a huge swing. You're harnessed in. Do you remember, Matt, once we did it in Thailand and like it was this huge swing but you weren't harnessed in? Do you remember? But it was over water, so it wasn't so dangerous. But I think this is over like rice fields or like a nice view. It's so green here. So yeah, we're just driving there now. There are so many scooters. There's a duck. What is that? Duck, dogs, people, like we've seen like full families on scooters as well. So we're going there now and I will show you guys what it's like. So we have arrived at the Bali swing. You can see a waterfall down there and lots of different swings. And I've gone all out and rented a dress. You can hire dresses. I think it's only £5. They have every different color here. Okay, you guys, so I've just put on my dress. I said, what's the best color? They said either red or yellow. And then I looked at the photos that they've got and the red one really stands out. So I put it on. It's very, very long. And then also they were like, you can have a crown as well. And what was the crown? 50,000. What's the crown? £2.50. Oh, it's £2.50 to hire the crown as well. So I'm just going all out. I'm gonna have some photos. We're gonna go on the swings. I think there's 9 different swings that you can do, and it works out about £30 for an adult to do everything. And there's a buffet as well, loads of photo opportunities, and then it's half price for the kids, and it just looks really, really beautiful. So we're gonna go down there and try it out. She said to be super careful on my way down that I don't trip on the dress. So we're gonna go down, do the swing with the dress, and then I'm actually going to change into my normal outfit because there are some swings that you can't do wearing all of this. Some you have to like be properly harnessed in. So then I'll do a quick change down there. This is more like a photo opportunity, but I thought it'd be fun. Starting with the bird's nest. So we're all done at the Bali swing and now we've driven somewhere for dinner. It's so beautiful, and there were traditional Balinese like instruments that the kids were playing on, and like some thrones and stuff, so some little photo opportunities. But I think tonight we're having like traditional Balinese food. It looks really beautiful. There's like a lake. Look at that, Jade! Did you just see? Okay guys, so I thought I would do a quick voiceover and give you a tour of this villa. Matt and I really appreciate interiors and the way that this place was done, so I thought I would show you guys. But if this isn't your thing, just fast forward a couple of minutes and we'll be back to the vlog. But this was the living area and I loved how you stepped down into it and then there was a window so you could actually see into the pool. So the kids thought that this feature was really, really cool. They were doing dolphin dolphin shows. They kept saying, you know, film me doing this jump, film me going under and doing this. So they absolutely loved that. And it was so funny to watch them in the pool. And yeah, that was a really good size. There's like a pool just there, and then there's also a little bit of a garden, which I'll show you guys in a second. But obviously that was a really good feature because, like the previous villa we stayed in, they could hang out in it. They did a floating breakfast one morning for us. They would bring you breakfast every day into your room. They'd take your order the night before, and there was just so much delicious fruit, croissants, like I had eggs and beans. So yeah, that's kind of like the living area and breakfast. You also get a kitchen, so you can self-cater if you want to. There's also a bathroom downstairs, and I feel like that living room could also be another bedroom as well. I love these tiles on the stairs. And then this was the bedroom that the boys were staying in. They set it up so that there would be 3 beds in here. We were obsessed with how many lampshades there were in every room, and then there was an ensuite on each bedroom as well, which was like very wooden, just so well planned out. There were real plants everywhere. You got little kimonos that you could wear. There was a huge dream catcher on the wall, and the rooms were just a really, really good size. And it was amazing to us how reasonable it was for us to stay here to get the entire villa with 2 bedrooms, you know, breakfast every day. And what we really enjoyed about staying in these smaller sort of Airbnb type places was the personal touch. They were so great before we arrived on WhatsApp. They helped us plan our itinerary, gave us ideas of like what might be good to see in the local area. They set us up with a driver to take us places, and yeah, we absolutely loved it. And yeah, this is the outdoor area as well. Good morning, guys. Today we're off out. We're actually doing like a day of sightseeing. Yesterday I didn't vlog. We had a really chilled out day. We sensed the kids could probably do with like a day by a swimming pool. There's so many things we want to do in Ubud, but a lot of it is like, you know, an hour drive, sightseeing, stuff like that. So we had a day at a beach club which was called Cuda. I'll show you some footage here of what it was like, but it was like really chilled out. It was also really not busy because I think they get a lot of Australians that come over to Bali like on holiday, but it's not an Australian time of year to come here, so it's more like Europeans. So we pretty much had this whole place to ourselves yesterday, so it was so nice. We literally just relaxed, had really good food, swam all day and just hung out, played Uno, you know, all of that stuff. But today we are off to see some rice fields which look beautiful, and we're going to a lake which looks really nice as well. So, oh my god. So that's what we're doing today. I will take you with us. It's actually only 13 miles away, but one downside of Bali is the traffic. It takes so long to get anywhere because the roads are so tiny. We actually tried to get some footage of the road that comes up to where we're staying right now. It is so tiny, like you wouldn't even think a car would fit down it. It does just about fit down it, but yeah, it just takes a long time to get anywhere. That's why everyone is on scooters. Like you see full-on families on scooters and stuff. But I think it is the quickest way to travel. But anyway, we're off now to see that, so I thought I would show you guys what it's like.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, love a everything that was on our mind. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud.
Okay guys, so this morning we went somewhere called Ubud Danau Baratan. I hope I've said that correctly, but it was like this beautiful gardens and like a sacred place, and there was like a temple there, and mostly it was like really beautifully kept gardens. So we walked around there, it was really lovely. There was like a play area, we had ice cream, and then there were loads of animals as well. And what the kids loved the most was you could feed the fish. So we got some fish food and they fed them, and they were like literally jumping out of the water. The kids had the best time. And then they also got to hold a snake, another animal which I actually don't remember the name of, but please comment below if you know what this animal is. And then we saw bats and owls, rabbits. Like, it was really fun. So like Matt and I enjoyed all the views. There were like these beautiful mountains, lakes, and obviously the gardens. And then the kids really loved all of the animals. But we've left there now, and now we've driven about 30 minutes to see the rice fields. We've just had something to eat here, which was really delicious. There was like this buffet, but now we're gonna walk and actually see the rice fields. So I will show you guys what it's like. But it's just so lush and so green here, and it's still it's really humid. But yeah, we're gonna go and see the rice fields. So we're walking along the rice fields. There's like a trekking path and also a cycling path as well. There's so much water flowing here, and this is their like irrigation. I might sound really stupid, but I didn't actually know how rice was grown, but all of it is like soaked in a pool of water. Let me show you what they look like. They're just like drenched, and then all of this water comes down, and there's like a pipe going to each of the different farms. And apparently this is the perfect place to grow rice because there's so much water on this part of the island. Because I heard another tour guide, we don't have a tour guide, but I heard her say that the south has loads of water coming from up high, like the mountains, so it's like the perfect place to grow rice, whereas in the north of the island it's like the perfect place to grow fruit. So there's obviously loads and loads of rice fields here, so I'll try and show you some of the views, but it feels a bit unreal to be here. And it's so cool how they just like carve out the rice fields like in the hills. So yeah, I'll show you.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire.
So I've got a little bit burnt today. It was really hot, wasn't it?
It was.
But we have gone from the rice fields to a place called Jungle Fish, which is basically like a beach pool club. Our driver actually recommended this place. He used to work here, so it's.
Driver.
I know it sounds really. It sounds crazy, but
driver.
in Bali, you can basically get a driver for the day. It's probably about £40, isn't it? And they just stay with you all day. So they just like, oh hi, yes. So he drove us to the first place that we went to. Sorry, I keep struggling with the name. What was it? Danau Baratan.
I don't know.
we went there, and then he took us to the rice fields, and he's taken us here, and he's just like hanging out. But anyway, he recommended this place, and it is amazing. I will show you some footage of when we arrived here, and it was really nice for the kids that we packed their swimsuits. It's a good recommendation, isn't it? And actually, all of his recommendations for food have been really good, haven't they?
Yeah.
But the kids have had a swim, and most importantly, they've made friends. So the only thing about this holiday is obviously like normally we go to like resorts and they make friends with other kids, whereas this is much more like sightseeing, doing things, and like hanging out in our own like villa. So they haven't necessarily made friends, but we came here today and they have. So they made friends with some French children who also speak Spanish and English. They were super impressed with that, and they're just running around and hanging out. So it's just us two, isn't it?
Well,
So-
not for long.
Okay then. So we've just ordered some dinner, and it's a beautiful setting. We're literally like in the jungle
It's getting bitten.
and getting bitten.
Just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire.
Good morning, guys. Today, I don't even know what day it is. I feel like we've been here for over a week now. Is it Monday? Tuesday?
I don't know.
But this morning we have actually come over to find this little football pitch. Our driver said there's a football pitch really close, so we've come to find it, and it's actually really cute. It's next to a school, and the boys were just playing football, and they're looking, I think they're going to come over in a second, but we thought we would just play some football, and then we're actually going to go to a butterfly zoo, or a butterfly, I don't know what they called it. Was it butterfly sanctuary? Oh yeah, butterfly garden. We're going to go to that. It looks really good. We thought we'd just do that today, and then we'll maybe go to a pool or hang out.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like to be the one that he comes to when he wants to dance? And I wonder what's that like? I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name.
So we went to the butterfly garden, and the kids absolutely loved it. They had so much fun looking at all the animals and the butterflies, and now we've come somewhere for the rest of the day to have lunch and have a swim, and it is in the most beautiful setting. It's called the Omar Day Club, and it is right next to a natural waterfall. I don't know if you guys can see that over there, but from here you can actually walk up to it, swim in it, so we're definitely going to do that in a minute.
I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name.
morning, guys. Today we have left Ubud and we have driven about 45 minutes to the next place that we're staying, which is called Mara Safari Lodge. We're staying here just for one night, and the main reason we're here is why?
The animals.
Yeah, we're seeing all the animals, and tomorrow morning we're going to be doing something which is so cool. We're super excited for it. Tomorrow morning we are having breakfast with the giraffes, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's in here, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I put it safe in there.
we're
Sorry,
on
Jackson.
pictures of
I got the
those
boys disposable cameras. I think I showed you guys this, and he wants to take pictures of all the animals with his camera today. But yeah, we've just arrived. We're staying here for a night, so we put our luggage to one side, and we're going to check in a bit later on. But first up, we're going to do the safari. You can actually get a truck around and look at all the animals, and you can also feed some of the animals as well. So we're going to feed the meerkats first off, because you can start feeding them from 11, but they said you should feed them straight away because they have small tummies, they get full up really easily. So we're going to feed them first, and then we're going to look around. There's lions, giraffes, elephants, like everything. So we're excited, aren't we? What are you most excited about seeing?
All of them.
All of them?
Wait, how many?
We saw some turtles just here. They were pretty cute. They're called pig-nosed.
Pig-nosed turtles.
Yeah, they look so sweet. So yeah, I'll just take you through what this place is like. We're super excited because we've always wanted to have breakfast with giraffes. I've seen this experience a few different places. You can do it in Kenya. There's like a really famous hotel where you can stay and feed the giraffes, but it is really, really pricey. Whereas here, it's actually quite reasonable. So yeah, I'll show you our whole experience and give you an honest review of what it's like. So yeah, let's go.
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew.
We're about to go on the safari. Are we? We're in the bus. Yeah.
When the world is sleeping, please think of me. With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets. You were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever ago.
Okay, so we just fed the elephants. There are loads of different animals that you can feed here, and it actually went so quick. They know that the good stuff is in the basket, so we gave them bananas, carrots, some kind of leaves. Was it apples? But they ate it so fast. We got 4 baskets full, and they were just like, they can eat 200 kilograms of food a day. So we fed them, and now we've come into the petting zoo. There's an iguana right here, and we are going to get, here we go, we're going to get some fish food and then some food to feed the goats, guinea pigs, things like that.
This town's so quiet, this time of year. With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets.
This is our room for the night. What's it like, Jax? Oh, okay. We are staying in the... Wow, this is the view from our balcony. Okay, so we've just come back to our room from the pool. We went for a swim and it had such a beautiful view. You're basically in the pool and you are overlooking giraffes, zebras, rhinos, and other animals as well. There's like this huge space that they're in and you can see all of them. This resort is actually really lovely. It reminds me a lot of the Animal Kingdom lodge that we stayed in when we went to Disney, because the animals are kind of around. We did the safari, which was amazing. We saw so many things and all the animals. I don't know, safari always feels a little bit nicer than a zoo. And it was so nice to feed the meerkats. We saw bunnies, guinea pigs, goats, like you probably saw all of it. And the room we're staying in is also really, really cute. It's 2-bedroom, and if you're a family of 5 or 6, you will know how awkward it is to get a room for 5 of you. Often they want you to book 2 rooms or a bigger place. But when we called to book, they didn't actually have any 3 bedrooms available. But they said that they could put up an extra little bed in the middle like this for like £70. So it's actually been so brilliant. So they've set this little one up here, and then there's the other 2 for the boys. I wish more hotels and resorts would do that. Oh, hi Caleb. But yeah, we're just getting ready. We've all had showers. I didn't actually do my hair, but that's fine. But tonight we're going on a walking safari, and there's like a barbecue dinner and stuff, so we need to be in reception at 6. So we're all just getting ready now, but I just thought I would show you the little setup because I love that, and I'll show you what I'm wearing as well. I don't know if you'll be able to see because there's a light behind me, and I don't know if this is a little bit cheesy to wear, but I got these animal print like loose trousers from Zara. They are super comfortable, and actually for Zara, like normally Zara trousers are super long, but these are actually perfect for me. They're high-waisted, and then I'm just wearing a little black Zara vest with it. So yeah, just wearing this to the barbecue. Definitely gonna put bug spray on as well because mosquitoes just love me. But yeah, we're off out. So we've got about 40 minutes before we need to be at dinner, and I feel like we haven't actually spoken to camera loads because we've just been doing so much and like seeing so many things, like I don't know, and we're going to bed at the same time as the kids, so often on holiday the kids will go to bed and we'll work. But I thought, well, I've got a little bit of time, I hope it's not too windy, we would just chat about Bali in general. Obviously you've seen like all of the places we've been and how nice it is, but what's been your favourite part, do you think?
Going a bit early.
Do you think we've been jet lagged though, haven't we, at the beginning?
Oh yeah, no, we've done well though.
Yeah.
With my travel plan, no sleeping on the second flight.
It worked.
Yeah, oh no, it's been brilliant. It's just been so different of the holiday, hasn't it?
I think my arm might fall off.
So you carry on. Take 4.
Hold on, I can't
stack
lean you
yourself
because
on
you're
here.
gonna land in the giraffe. Oh, there you go. That's much better. My arm was like.
No, they can't hear us.
Can you hear us? It's not live. Go on.
Can you hear us?
You say.
Gust of wind and you going down.
I feel like we have shown you a little bit when we were in Kuta and you're like on the streets, like it can be quite dirty, and there's like I said to Matt, I feel like, oh, this might not be the best holiday for like babies in buggies, because sometimes you're just walking down the street
There's
and
no pavements.
it's
like,
very like, yeah, there's not much pavement.
yeah, when we've been in taxis, I've been like, asking like the taxi drivers if they speak good English. I mean, my Balinese is quite good, but like, just thought they should practice their English. Like about the roads and stuff, and like road tax and like things like, it's like trying to get it out of them because they're really run down, aren't they, the streets?
Yeah,
really run down.
And there's a lot of rubbish in a lot of places.
Yeah, that's what baffles me. It's like,
yeah,
it's
it's
such
so beautiful.
The roads are absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
everyone is
the
beeping
mopeds,
each other.
The babies on mopeds has been like a for me, that you see
that's too much.
The adults wear helmets and then all the kids on the mopeds don't, and that is quite scary. And also the stray dogs have actually been killing me because I just want to feed them all and cuddle them, and like, you know, we obviously don't want to touch them because we haven't had a rabies shot, and you know, I don't know, it's hard. Just like, I just think of Kiki, and I think Kiki would last 2 seconds on these streets. I think it's fine. Like a lot of the street dogs actually look really happy, and they're like finding food, and some people obviously feed them and have them as pets, but they are like running around a lot. But then every now and then you see one that's obviously got a skin condition, could do with some medicine, you know. And I know there are charities out here. I think I follow on Instagram this place called Bali Dogs, and they look after dogs. So there are things in place, but it's just so different because you just don't see dogs running around at home, do you? So there's been a few things like that, and there's like a lot of like drains missing on the street, so you got to look where you're watching because you could just fall down a hole.
Walking.
What did I say?
Look where you're watching.
Yeah. Look where you're walking.
I always look where I'm watching.
Yes, there's just a few things like that. And then I don't know, sometimes I worry about Fraser's allergy. They speak really good
They speak
English.
amazing English,
I just
and
worry.
they all know what peanut allergy is.
Yeah, and they're actually quite good with allergies.
But I think peanut oil is just really common here. Today was the first meal that we'd forgot to mention his peanut allergy, and we realised when the food came up that we hadn't said it, so we told them and they took the food back. But that was like a close call. She said, it was a bit of a breakup with me, and she's like, we may have used peanut oil before, so it would have to be cooked in a new pan, etc., which is great. And they've been really good with it.
Yeah, it's not busy. Anything you want to do, it's like $10, and you can do it right now. Like you want a table next to a waterfall with a beautiful pool and blah blah blah. Like I don't know, it's just all so doable, and it actually makes you realize how expensive everything is in England and Europe. You can get a sunbed easily, you can get the best table, you can get like.
I haven't had much time for sunbathing, but
Well, no, but if you wanted to,
that's the next stop. We're going to just a nice hotel.
Yeah, next we're going to a beach. So we thought we'll end the holiday with like a nice chill out.
Because this is disgusting where we are, honestly. I don't know how we've done it.
No, it's
that first
lovely.
villa with the rose petals.
No, it has been really nice, and I feel like we've spent so much time with the kids. We've had this whole Uno tournament going on.
Yeah, we played 32 games, I think, of Uno.
Yeah. And so whenever we play Uno, whoever wins gets 5 points, whoever comes second gets 4, etc. And then we keep a tally of like who wins
Fraser's
the holiday.
Just freshing us all.
Yeah, Fraser's in the lead at the moment.
Yeah,
but
I'm
Jackson's
second.
actually he's doing
Jackson's doing well,
he's catching up. I'm trash. But I have the problem of like if I'm sitting next to someone and I've got to pick up 4, I just don't want to do it to anyone except for you.
Apart from me.
It reminds me a lot of Thailand. The Balinese people as well. We didn't say that. The Balinese people are so lovely and friendly. And you know, sometimes you go places and you feel like they really hate tourists. The Balinese people, they just love you, can't do enough for you. And I just really trust them.
Yeah.
I don't know,
And
they
they
just
don't ever
seem
seem to be
really
doing stuff for
sweet.
it.
And yeah, they're really, really lovely. So
Come to Bali.
come to Bali, just be ready for the roads, the traffic.
Oh my god.
The worst. It's like LA traffic here.
It's
really,
because
really
the
bad.
roads are really poor condition, so there's
And there's so many people on scooters.
But they all understand the rules. That's what I was going to say. Like, it's crazy. The roads are really crazy. Everyone's beeping, but there's no road rage.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, everyone's really polite. But then as soon as someone beeps them or whatever, it's like people getting out of cars with baseball bats and stuff. Whereas here, they just carry on driving. They just beep if someone's annoyed them, or they don't even. This is, I don't know. It's really bizarre, but it's really nice to see as well. It's like it's the way their roads work. But there's a lot wrong
What
with
time
them.
do we do the feeding?
Are you ready?
We're not. You talk like we're feeding animals.
Anyway, we are going to go off now to our walking safari and dinner. Ask me any other questions in the comments down below if you want to know anything else about our trip.
We're doing the night safari.
You excited?
Yeah.
It's going to be the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
What has been your favourite thing on this holiday, do you think?
This bit.
This bit? Okay, should we go?
Yeah.
Let's go. Good morning, guys. So it's a new day and we are off to have breakfast with the giraffes. We have no idea what to expect. We've ordered what we're going to have for breakfast. We don't know what we're feeding them or where we're sitting or anything, but we are so excited. So I'll try and get some clips. I'm not sure like how long they'll be there, but hopefully they'll be there for a while. So I'll take you with us. So we made it to our final stop on this trip. We're now in Nusa Dua and we're staying at the Melia, which is basically like an all-inclusive hotel resort. We actually arrived 2 nights ago, but we have been chilling out so much with the kids where we had been traveling around and doing so much. It was really nice to just do nothing for a couple of days. Well, me and Matt have been doing nothing. The kids have been doing so much because they have like water polo on every day for the kids. They have football on. There's like tennis. There's so many things that you can do. And Fraser is basically like an in-betweener in that he can do all of the kids stuff because that is from 4 to 12 years old. So he's 13, so he can pass for a 12-year-old. But then all the adult stuff is 13 plus, so he is actually 13, so he can do all of the adult stuff. So him and Caleb has also said a few things, like for football he said he was an adult once and they let him play because I think there weren't that many people. But so they've basically been doing activities all day every day, and last night when we put them to bed, they literally, like, their head hit the pillow and they're just like out because they're either in the pool playing football. They've already made friends with a boy from Yorkshire and some Welsh boys and an Australian boy, and they're just having the time of their life. So it's actually really nice that this is the end of the holiday because it's just like a proper chill out and more of a like what they're kind of used to, like holidays that we sometimes have. And yeah, they're just loving it, and the food's amazing. And we've been like, obviously it's all inclusive, so we're having like ice cream, food, drinks, yeah, everything. But we're here for 4 nights and then we're gonna make our way back home. But yeah, we've got an interconnecting room which maybe I'll show you, and this is the swim up just here. So, and actually we couldn't have placed this room better. So if you literally go across the swim up, that is the football pitch and the basketball pitch literally just there. So it's not far for the kids to go, and where they're older it's actually really nice. So they've just gone to the pitch now, Caleb and Fraser and his friends, and they're just playing football, and I can kind of see them like through the trees. So like we got the perfect room for us. Jackson's just chilling out in the shade inside. We've been in the pool all morning long. But yeah, it's a very, very beautiful resort. Bali in general is just like really, really lush. Like the landscape, it's just, everything's so green and there's so many flowers and there's so many trees. I'll just show you what I'm seeing right now. Our tour guide said there's only 2 seasons. There's either the wet season where it rains every single day, and then there's the dry season where it's dry most of the time. So I'm guessing in the very wet season, like all the plants just get so lush. But anyway, we're here. I'm going to show you a little bit of it. So far it's been brilliant. But yeah, I thought I would just check in because I feel like I haven't vlogged for a few days and that was a bit weird.
They would know that.
Yeah, yeah, you're not gonna know that, but I know that. So yeah, anyway, we're just sunbathing. This is like the first time on this trip we've actually properly sat in the sun, so hopefully we'll get a little tan to go home with. Yeah. Good evening guys, sorry I haven't vlogged loads today, but it was a case of following them to volleyball, water polo, swimming pool, football. They finished football at 5 and we did a really quick change. I haven't washed my hair because we just need to get out of the door, because apparently on the beach at 6 p.m. they do like roasting marshmallows every night. So the kids are super excited for it. So we're gonna go and do that. Look at the beach. I'll show you Nusa Dua. It's really beautiful, like white sandy beach. And then we've got a restaurant booking at 6:45, an Asian restaurant, and I think they do like Balinese dancing as the entertainment. So I'm super excited to see that, because there's been a few opportunities for us to see Balinese dancing, but it's never worked out on this trip so far. So I would absolutely love to see that tonight. And I'm wearing my favorite dress. This is our last night of the holiday, so I've saved this dress, which I actually bought for my 40th birthday, to wear tonight. It's my favorite. It's Zimmerman. It's quite booby, so sorry guys, but it's got like these cutouts here and it's just really flattering. It's to the floor and I love it so much. So I'm wearing that, and yeah, I'm feeling a bit emotional that the trip has come to an end, although it actually feels like it's been such a long trip because we've been to so many different places. So I would definitely do that again, like 4 nights in each place. But yeah, let's go to the beach. So the boys have just roasted marshmallows and we're actually going to recreate a photo. I have a photo with the boys probably about 6 years ago. I think Jackson was just 2 years old in it. So we're going to recreate it because it was on the beach in Punta Cana. We're going to recreate it now because obviously the boys are so much bigger, and Fraser is actually, I think he's officially taller than me. So we're going to recreate it. I'll put it up on screen here so you guys can see it, but we're going to get someone to take a photo. And then I think we're going to go to the pool table because they've got one here and Fraser's friend is playing on it. So we might do that and then go to dinner. It's really, really cute. They've got this huge bonfire just there and all the kids are roasting marshmallows, and it's really, really beautiful down here. I don't know if you guys can see in the distance, there is actually a huge mountain over there and some ships. But yeah, it's very beautiful.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, feel it coming in. Golden, I'll follow only golden.
Hi guys, so we're now back home and I just wanted to do a quick outro on this video. I've just edited it all down and I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching it. I know it was super long. If you've made it all the way to the end, well done. And thank you for coming on our holiday with us. We had the best time and yeah, it was just a really, really amazing experience, and it's made me think now the kids are older, we could do so many more adventures. So I think in the future we'll definitely like travel to a few like further places. Now I feel confident they can do the flight and everything. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and I will see you guys in my next one.